what we're going to do is concentrate on the last 12 movements of the 24 movement form. But I'd like to do the entire form first, and then we'll break it down into. So let's warm up a little bit. And again, you can either warm up sitting down or stand. So I'm going to stand. It's nice to see everyone on the screen. Okay, so let's just relax, have your feet shoulder width apart, and bend your knees slightly. Slowly raise the arms, push down and back. And raise them up a little bit more, about shoulder height. And all the way up. Reach for the sky, push down and back. And let's form the ball. On the right side, right hand on top. And we're just going to move the ball over to the other side. Turn your head slightly. Rotate the ball. Go back to the other side. Rotate the ball. Turn a little bit more. And turn at the waist. Let's bring the ball to the center. Just push the ball forward and back. Expand the ball. Spread our wings, stretch your fingers and relax them. Back to the center. A couple more times. As we do these exercises, just think of being in the hot tub. You're up to your neck in the water. So we're going to go vertically with the ball. And the water really slows the movements down quite a bit. Side. Okay. We're going to reach to the diagonal as if we're parting the wild horse's mane. Again, even though we're just standing in place, you can shift your weight from side as you do these movements. And just let the arms float down to your side. Relax for a couple seconds. We're going to make some big inward circles. And some big outward circles. And just let your arms float down to your side. Relax for a couple of seconds. Okay, so let's let's go through the entire form first, and then we'll concentrate on the second half of the form. So let's begin. Again, with your feet shoulder width apart, bend your knees slightly. Step in with the left foot. Step to the side, and we'll open the door. Slowly letting the arms float down. Form the ball, right side with the right hand on top. And both stepping apart to Wild Horse's Mane 3 times. Half step up to the white crane, spreading its wings. Turn and look at your palm. Here we're going to go into the brush knee and push. And we'll do this 3 times. And a half step up into place. Into repulse the monkey. And let's do this 6 times. 3 times on each side. Just remember to pivot on the toe after you step back. I think we need to do this 1 more time on each side. Talking and losing count here. We're going to form the ball. Do the ward off and grasp the peacock's tail. Turn, pivot, on your left heel. Form the ball, bow step. And we do the other side. There we go into the single whip. Remember to step up to cloud hands. Now we'll take 3 steps left. Step to the right diagonal, another single whip. And up here. And a half step up with the right foot, turn the palms upward towards the ceiling, and turn with your right palm, and we'll go into high pat the horse. Okay, from here, we're going to go into the right heel kick. So into a 45-degree angle to the left. Between the kick. Boxing the opponent's ears. Pivot and turn. the left heel kick. Step back, the snake on the left side, under the three pivots. Pivot on the left heel, the right heel, the left heel. We come up into the rooster on the left leg. Turn and pivot on the left toe. So we want to kind of end up in that horse stance. Okay. Now we're going to do the other side, the snake over on the right. Pivot on the right heel. Pivot on the left heel. Pivot on the right heel. Into the rooster on the right leg. So from here, step to the diagonal on the ball. Step to the right diagonal into fairly reverse the shovel. And fairly reverse the shovel left side. Okay, do a half step up with the right foot. Turn and look to the right hand. Fingers and thumb together. And go into needle at C bottom. Up, both step to the left and make hands like a fan. Turn, do the back fist. Grabbing your opponent by the shoulder. Second punch. Separating the hands and rocking back. Pushing your opponent away. On the left heel. Pivot on the right heel. Sink down and gather up the chi. Bring in the right foot. Lift the chi up. About shoulder height, separate the hands. Slowly let the arms float down to your side. Okay. Now let's form the ball. Ball to the center, across the hands. Okay, so let's go over that gathering up the chi. So after we turn, the right foot's at that 45-degree angle. You're going to sink down, bending the knees. Try to keep your back straight. Look straight ahead. Try not to bend over looking at the floor. So gather up the chi. Separate the hands. Just let them float down. We'll step in with the left foot and straighten up. Okay, so let me check on the time here. How are we doing? Okay, so let's concentrate on from the horse. So we're going to go into the right heel kick. So we're going to step to the left diagonal, make a big outward circle. We're shifting the weight. As we're doing that, we're shifting the weight onto the left leg. Lifting up the chi. Doing the kick. Down. As the hands come down to box the opponent's ears, you want to have your hands in front of your chest. Now we're going to make a big circle. Closing the fist. Move over a little bit. Closing the fist and boxing the opponent's ears. And when we box the opponent's ears, you want to think of your imaginary opponent in front of you. So you want to leave some space between the two closed fists. That's your opponent's, your imaginary opponent's head. The temple strike. Okay, so So we ended up over here. We boxed the opponent's ears. We're going to pivot and turn. As you pivot on the right heel, we're also going to pivot on the left toe. So when we do that left heel kick, we have the left toe is pointing straight ahead. Okay, so the right foot's at a 45-degree angle. The left foot is pointing straight ahead. Okay, and make that big outward circle again. Lift up the chi. So when we lift up the chi, over on the left side, and my side's mixed up here, we're going to lift that chi up and then do the kick. Okay, so let's do that left heel kick. So the left hand's on the bottom, lift the chi up. Now we're going to step back with the left foot into the snake. Okay, and the snake is again probably the most difficult of the 24 movements because there's so much going on there. The whole body is moving. Everything's happening at once. So we do the left heel kick. Step back. We're pivoting on the left heel, pivoting on the right heel. The right hand is going to come to your side right here, kind of forming a hook. Okay. Into the rooster on the left leg. We're going to turn. So when you make the turn, you want your right foot going straight ahead. This is an awkward position, so that's why we want to pivot on the left toe. So we end up in that horse stance. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to do the snake on the left side. You don't see my feet. So as I turn, the right foot's going straight ahead. Now I'm going to pivot on the left toe. So we have both feet going straight ahead, and you end up in that horse stance. So it's really for your balance. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. I'm going to pivot on the right heel as we shift the weight to the right side, pivot on the left heel. Shift the weight back to the left side, pivot on the right heel. You end up with the right foot going at that 45-degree angle. End up with the rooster on the right leg. Okay, so from here, we're going to step to the diagonal, to the left, form the ball, step to the right diagonal into Fair Lady Works the Shovel on the right side. And Fair Lady Works the Shovel on the left side. So when we do that, over on the right, you want the right hand protecting your right forehead, and we're pushing with the left hand. As we do Fair Lady on the left side, the left hand's protecting your forehead, pushing with the right hand. Okay, so from here, we're going to do a half step up with the right foot. Turn and we'll look at your right palm, put the fingers and thumb together, and then we're going to just sink, bend the knees. Try to keep your back straight, looking straight ahead. needle at C-bottom. Okay, so here we are at needle at C-bottom. I'm going to stand up, bow step to the left, make hands like a fan. Pivot and turn, form the ball, make a fist. We'll do the back fist. Step up. So we're going to grab the opponent, your imaginary opponent, by the shoulder and deliver the second strike. And that second strike is going right in that soft spot in the chest. Now we're going to rock back, and as your opponent is leaning forward from striking him in the chest, we're going to push him away. We're going to pivot on the left heel, pivot on the right heel. So when you pivot on the left heel, you want to have the left foot going straight ahead. Pivot on the right heel, 45-degree angle as we scoop down and gather up the chi. Bring in the right foot. Okay, so we're shoulder width apart again with the feet. Both feet are going straight ahead. Lift the chi up. Separate the hands. Just let the hands and arms float down to your side. Step in with the left foot. And there we are. We close the door. All right, so about 6 minutes left. So let's do the snake one. Okay, so after that left heel kick, step back with the left foot, pivot on the left heel, pivot on the right heel, pivot on the left heel. End up into the rooster on the left leg, turn, pivot, and again, we want to try to have those feet shoulder width apart. Okay. Do the snake over on the right side. Remember, we want to pivot on the right heel, pivot on the left heel, pivot one more time on the right heel. Rooster on the right leg. Okay. Is everyone doing okay? Okay, so from here, we're going to step to the diagonal, the 45-degree angle to the left, form the ball, step to the right diagonal, early works the shuttle. The left diagonal, early works the shuttle over on the left side. So here we are. From here, we're going to do a half step up. Turn and look at our finger and our hand and put the fingers and thumb together. We're going to go into needle at C-bottom. Both step to the left and make hands like a fan. And when you make hands like a fan, just pretend you're opening up a big fan with your hands. And as you do that, you want to end up kind of in this position where the right hand in your right forehead, the left hand's extended, but again, we're bending the elbow. Try not to lock the joints. Okay, so from here, I'm going to turn, form a ball. As I turn and form the ball, the left hand's on top, right hand on the bottom. As the right hand goes on the bottom, it's when you want to make a fist with the right hand. Do the bow step, do the back fist. Step up. So stepping up, grabbing the opponent by the shoulder again. And the second. pushing your opponent away. Now we're ready to close the door. So we want to pivot as much as we can on that left heel. I have the foot, your left foot going straight ahead. Pivot on the right heel to that 45-degree angle as we gather up the chi. Step in with the right foot, lift the chi up, and separate the hands. Just let the arms float down to your side. Step in and straighten up. Okay, so we are amazing how fast the time goes by. So we got 2 minutes left. Let's do our breathing exercise, our longevity Qigong breathing exercise. In the next session, hopefully I won't forget, I'll write it down. We're going to do the downward pair hand punch. Instead of the back fist, you have an option, another movement. Okay, and we'll concentrate on that next time. So let's do our longevity Qigong. Have your feet shoulder width apart, bend your knees slightly, and just follow along with me. Don't forget to breathe. 2 dragons go towards the sea. 2 tigers go into hiding, soaring up into the sky, seeking the moon at sea bottom. The abbot lifts the bronze urn, and the wild goose lands on flat sand. Elderly monk lifts up the chi, leading away the goat. Okay, so we're right on time. Let's do our Tai Chi Salute. So the fist stands for power or strength. The fingers are friendship, and the little thumb is humility. Put the fist into the palm of the left hand. Fingers cover up the little hole in the fist with humility. To show respect for one another, we bow and we say, Pang Yomen, Zai Jin, Pang Yomen, Zai Jin, and Pang Yomen, Zai Jin, which means goodbye, friends.